What is it, guys? We're back with another video, and we are finishing up the UFC Fight Night card Vegas main event with Merab Dvalishvili versus Peter Yan. And this time we're doing Peter Yan. We just finished up doing Merab showcase, and I've done a showcase for Peter Yan before, back in UFC 280 when he was gonna fight Shane O'Malley, and I think this one's better than what I did beforehand, because this one's a true showcase, and the other one, if you watch it, the first fight, I actually mentioned that the first fight was not a simulation based fight. I had to rush through it, but this one's actually simulation based. I think this one's better. But let's get on with the first fight.
Coming up next, a matchup for the UFC bantamweight division title.
So we're fighting a Division 9 who's using Jimmy Rivera. I've never seen Jimmy Rivera besides this person using him right now. Although I used to confuse Jimmy Rivera's face in the character select screen for Chad Mendes. If you don't know who he is, more casual viewers would probably saw him fight against Connor at one time for the featherweight title. Although Chad Mendes has fought against Jose Aldo twice, he also fought against Frankie Edgar, and he fought against Alexander Volkanovski for his last fight in the UFC. Last fight, MMA fight in general. Now he just fights in that BKFC promotion. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's basically boxing, but without no gloves or real padding. Honestly, it's just your knuckles, obviously. Um, but this first round, it's not very active, especially because I'm doing simulation, and Peter Yan doesn't do much in the first two rounds, especially if it's 5 rounds. He likes to download data and just pick up on certain things his opponent likes to do to capitalize on them in the later rounds. That's what sucks about his fight against Shane O'Malley, is that it was only 3 rounds. If it would have been 5, um, Peter Yan would have won most definitely. But I'll give Shane O'Malley credit where it's due, because a lot of people, including me, thought that it was gonna be Peter Yan was gonna run through Shane O'Malley, especially because he wasn't really tested in the bantamweight division because he was so low ranked. He was low ranked. Pretty sure, I think he was like around rank 10 when he fought Peter Yan, or 11, and he fought against Peter Yan and he held up his own. Again, I feel like if it would have been 5 rounds, it would have been a different story. But yeah, here I'm just doing kicks to the body, leg kicks, couple jabs, hooks. I'm not really doing much. Right here, he shoots for a takedown. Get a couple elbows. He does try to transition. I deny it, and then I get back up. Nice leg kick from Jimmy Rivera, and then I shoot one of my own. Jab up top and jab up to the body. He blocks that leg kick to the body, and then he tries to go for a takedown, but I maneuver out of it to deny it. Nice front kick to the body. Hit him with that 1-2. He does catch my leg. He tries to go for a takedown, but I deny it. Caught him with that leg kick. Caught him with that kick to the body. That was a nice one too. Last 5 seconds of the round, he goes for another takedown, but I deny it. That was a good round, but it's his round definitely, because he was doing more, and I'm not doing much on purpose also. There's a kick to the body from him. It was nice. He tried to go for a kick up top, but it was blocked. Right there, did a good combination to the body. And right there, he does get another kick to the body. Not a bad round. It was a good round for what it was. Glove touch. Nice to see. Immediately, I tried to go for a leg kick, but he didn't. He checked it, and it actually injured me. So I need to be careful with those, cause he's blocking towards the body, and I can't do like nice setups with my leg kicks. So I need to focus a little bit. So right here is the second round, and um I do pressure a bit more, especially because it's the second round, and you can see my stamina is higher than his, just by a little bit, but not too much. And since I got the time um to spare, even if it goes to the third round, I'm burning a bit more stamina, and I'm putting on the pressure just a bit, like pretty heavy right there. You saw that overhand was at the range. He tries to go for a takedown again, but I deny it. I roll out of it. Just a heads up. Sorry if you hear any background noise. Now he's putting on the pressure a little bit with jabs to the body, kicks to the body. Tried to go for the spinning back kicks, but I was out of range. Right there, he does get the front kick to the body. I tried to go for a kick to the body, but he blocks it. He catches it. Tried to go for another one, but he blocked that one. Caught him with the straight hook right there. Surprised it wasn't a rock or anything, but caught him right there with a kick to the body. He gives him one back. We catch him with the 1-2 combination right there. He does check on a leg kick right there. I need to be careful with those because he already checked one of them, which injured me. So if I'm gonna throw those, I need to time them right and be sure. The overhand is blocked. Catch him with the hook right there. Nice body kick from Rivera. And right here, I'm trying to see if I can get a nice counter or something. He tries to go for a front kick to the body, but it was blocked. Hit him with the cheap kick. And right here, I'm trying to pick a perfect opportunity. I'm not trying to get too close. Right there, we stun him with the jab, hook, knock him down with the hook. I try to jump on him, but he prevents me with the F kick. Last 10 seconds of the round. Try to go for a spinning back fist, but he ducks under it for a takedown. He gets it, but doesn't really matter. Let's see the score of the second round. I would say would be my round, even though he has more total strikes. I have more significant strikes, and I have the knockdown. So I would say that's my round. He goes for a knee to the body. Nice body kick from Rivera. And right here, I'm just trying to pressure because he's already hurt. He's already gotten tons of damage done to him. Another knee to the body from Rivera. He goes for a takedown. I deny it. We end up in the clinch. And he's down. That clinch cost him. That takedown cost him. Ground and pound here for the finish. And we get it. It's over. And he rage quit. Yeah, obviously, yeah, he rage quit. But that was his own doing, because he went for the takedown, and then I spun him around to end up in the clinch. Once we got out of the clinch, he got knocked down with the hook, and then we ended it with the ground and pound. So that was his own doing. I don't know why he would be mad at that, but you could see here the stats. Second round was ours, first round was his, and then obviously it didn't matter because the third round we ended it by finish, so we didn't have to deal with a decision. Even though I think I would have won decision because he was getting pieced up regardless. But with that out of the way, let's move on to the last final fight.
Coming up next, it's a UFC bantamweight division fight.
So we're fighting a Division 7 who's using Marav Devon I probably butchered that, but it's Petr Yan's opponent for this weekend. And it says I actually beat them before, but I don't remember actually fighting against them. But I can tell you that I will spoil that this fight goes the distance, and it was a good fight. I'm not gonna lie. But again, first round I don't do much. It's just to download data, and I try to go for the leg kicks, but he's checking them. So if I'm gonna throw more, I need to be careful. I do land that kick to the body right there. I tried to go for a front kick to the body, but I was way out of range. Right there, I do a bit of combination striking, but I'm not gonna do that too much. He goes for the takedown. He does get it. I kind of tried to spun around it, but he did manage to get it though. He ended up in half guard, and right here he's just doing a bit of ground and pound. Did a little bit of damage, but not too much. We can't get discouraged by it though. And right here I just do a bit of striking back, and I get myself into full guard, and I do a bit more striking. And he goes for the ground pound again. Not too much like last time, but what I was trying to hopefully get is get my back against the cage, but since um since he's like posturing up and stuff, he's actually pushing me up away from the cage, so I'm not even against the cage anymore. I should have done it earlier, but I didn't. And right here, I do manage to get up though. I did manage to get that kick, that leg kick right there. I get another one. I do hit that teep kick. He blocked it, but it's still connected to push him. I get that spinning back kick to the body. Hit him with that 1-2 combination. Hit him with that overhand. He tried to do some kind of a counter. I'm surprised they didn't stun him because it was right on, and it was connected very nicely in my opinion. And right here, I'm taking a bit of action, but not too much. I tried to get that front kick to the body, but I was out of range. It kind of connected, but not really. And even if it did, he blocked it, so didn't do that much of damage. He goes for a takedown, and he does get it. He gets a power slam takedown. Those I had trouble with. I always had trouble with the power slam ones because I don't know how to deny them. Right here, I'm just trying to find my opening. I try to posture, but he denies it. Then he slides to get backside, and right here he tries to go with the ground and pound. But I'm mostly just blocking his hits, and then he realizes that also because the round is ending, he just postures up. And it was an okay round. It wasn't a terrible round. It was his round, obviously, because I didn't do too much on purpose. But here in the second round, I do fire it up to get more pressure style base, and then I start to do more. But we did connect with a leg kick right there. We did catch him with the 1-2 right there, just partially. And right here we do connect with a straight or jab. I couldn't really tell by that angle. So you could see right here that the first round is obviously hits, but that's fine because I wasn't putting on the pressure purposefully because that's not Jan's style. In actual fighting, he doesn't put on the pressure until like if it's 3 rounds, he doesn't do it like until maybe the mid of the second round, and then if it's 5 rounds, then he doesn't do it until like the third round. Unfortunately, this only goes 3 rounds. You can't do 5 rounds in online ranking until you get to Division 15. Even if it's a championship fight, it's still 3 rounds, which makes no sense. Because it should be 5 rounds regardless of what division you are, if it's a championship fight. But I really hope they fix that in the next game. But here I'm just putting on a bit more pressure. We did a leg kick. There's another one. And I'm trying to see if I can counter him or something. That's what I'm doing. Head movement. Tried to go for the spinning back fist, but it was out of range. Landed the hooks right there. Straight to the body. Nice uppercut from Murab. Landed the jab right there. Kick to the body. Another kick to the body. Knee to the body. 1-2 combination right there. Straight to the body. There's a leg kick. He tries to go for a front kick to the body, but it wasn't impactful. Landed that spinning back fist. Try to put on the pressure right now. Do land that hook at the end. Try to go for a high kick, but it was blocked. Nice straight from Rob right there. He tries to go for some sort of combination, but I moved out of the way. Another straight from Rob. I whipped that uppercut. It was terrible. Nice uppercut from Rob. Nice straight. We do land that leg kick though. Nice leg kick from Rob right there. That was a nice one for him. We do fire one of our own though. He goes for a takedown. He gets it. We go into sprawl. And one thing I did pick up from the first round is that what I'm going to do on purpose is I'm going to try to transition. Because then he goes into side back to take my back. And then I'm trying to deny. So I see that he's trying to get on my back. I see it on time and then I deny it. And then he goes for it again. But this time he does get it. Even though I was expecting it. But I guess I didn't time it right. But I did manage to still get up regardless. I got what I wanted. So there's 4 seconds left and he doesn't bother to get up, which is fine. It doesn't really matter. But here in the second round, you can see just barely I'm up ahead in the scorecards for the second round. So it's my round, just barely though. I have more significant strikes. And nice head kick right there. You can kind of see it. Partial view. Nice leg kick from us right there. But it was a good round for us. It wasn't a terrible round. He did get those takedowns in the first, and then he got one in the second. But we did manage to get back up. It wasn't too severe, thankfully. Nice straight from Marab to start the round. A bit out of range for that one from him, so nice head movement from Rob. We do hit him with that teeth kick to push him up against the cage, and that's what I'm kind of looking for. He does spun me around to try to put me up against the cage. He did try to do some sort of grappling, but I managed to deny it and take his back. Again, he catches my leg kick. He does try to take me down though, but I did deny it. And he's showing really nice head movement. Nice work from him in the clinch. We do catch him with that hook. Spinning back fist to catch him also. And right here we're working combination shots. We're working a bit more pressure. Because even though we won the second round, we cannot try to leave it to the judges. He does get the takedown, which is not good for us. Because here he's just probably going to look to score points off the ground. I try to get up, but out of instinct I reversed him instead, which I didn't want to do, because I don't think Peter Yan's gonna work too much on the ground unless he has to, and unless Marav takes him down, because Peter Yan doesn't really work on the ground. He did against Shane O'Malley, though, which was surprising. We do get a leg kick as soon as we get up. Get a couple strikes to the body right there. Catch him with that straight hook. Stunned him. But he was working good head movement not to get knocked down. We do push him back with the front kick to the body. He's up here against the cage. He does clinch up. He does try to go for the takedown, but I deny it. Sorry if you guys share any background noise. I apologize for that. Nice uppercut from Marab right there. He does try to work some footwork, but I managed to maneuver and catch him with that overhand. Nice done from Marab. I'll give him credit. He should have pressured a lot more though here. He probably could have got the knockdown, but he didn't pressure enough, so that allowed me to recover, and that's probably gonna screw him in the long run. And right there, the high knee to knock him down. I didn't even mean to do that, to be honest. I meant to do a regular knee shot to the body, but my hand was already at the like at the L1 and L2 triggers in case he wanted to do a takedown. Like right there, he immediately shot for a takedown, which there's no point because that knockdown especially held me, and in my head I already know I'm gonna win this by decision because he did get a rock, but rocks don't really mean that much, to be honest, in scoring wise. And I knew with that knockdown that I got on him towards the end, that's definitely gonna win me this fight. You can see right there, beautiful shot, even though I didn't mean to do it. To be honest, yeah, I didn't mean to do it. It was just, my hand was already at the position. I accidentally pressed L1, and then I did the jumping knee. I didn't mean to do that though. But you can see right here, unanimous decision, Peter Yan. What a good fight. I'll give that guy credit. He put up a heck of a fight. I would say it was a good fight. I would say I liked it more than the Jimmy Rivera fight. It was more competitive. He definitely pushed me. He should have pushed. He should have pressured more, towards the end. But I'm gonna give a brief rundown, of who do I think is gonna win the real fight. So I'm safe for that. But you can see here, first round was his. Second round was mine, and just barely. And then the final round was mine, especially because that knockdown that helped me out a lot. But it was a good fight. I would give it like an 8 out of 10. Alright, let's get on to the predictions. So my prediction for UFC Fight Night Vegas, Peter Yan versus Merab Dvalishvili. I think Peter Yan's gonna win. I think because Merab, in my opinion, he's not a great caliber fighter. He only got to like top 5 ranking because he beat Jose Aldo. But if you watch that fight was not good in my opinion. Especially if you're casual, you're not gonna like that fight. Merab was just clinching, constantly clinching and clinching and clinching. And if it wasn't for that, then he wouldn't be able to beat top caliber talent. He's not gonna get past that against people like Henry Cejudo. If Henry beats Aljamain Sterling, he's not gonna pass that. And he did it against Marlon Moraes, and then he also did it against John Dodson. But those people were able to get back up. And he's very chinnable. Merab is very chinnable. Marlon Moraes freaking cracked him. Jose Aldo cracked him a couple times too. And like freaking Peter Yan's power, he's gonna freaking crack him hard. But Peter Yan's gonna give away the first 2 or maybe 3 rounds, and then by the 4th and 5th, he's gonna have hopefully enough download data to finish him. Especially because he knows Merab is gonna want to clinch and clinch and clinch, so he's gonna have small opportunities to strike with them, and he's gonna try to make them count. I can guarantee you on that. And especially because he's gonna be motivated after the fight against Shane O'Malley, because people thought he was gonna run through Shane O'Malley, and so he's gonna be motivated because if he loses to Merab, then that kind of pushes them out against title contendercy. So I think he's gonna be motivated because of that, but it also scares me because that could be a downfall for him, of him thinking that too. But I think he's gonna get it. I think he's gonna be able to freak out Merab in the first either 3 rounds or final 2 rounds. But I think Peter Yan's gonna win it, and that's my vote. But let me know in the comments who you guys think is gonna win, who you think is gonna win between Peter Yan and Merab. But that's pretty much it for this one. I think I'm gonna take a break for the rest of the day today, and then tomorrow Sunday I'm gonna start working on for UFC 286. Which is the card for Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards. I'm going to do 4 fighters: Justin Gaethje, Rafael Fiziev, Kamaru Usman, and Leon Edwards. Obviously, I'm going to start working on that for tomorrow. But with that being out of the way, leave a comment, leave a like, and let me know what you guys think of this showcase, and let me know who you guys think is going to win today's main event. Alright guys, peace.